speaking of classrooms, something I did want to ask you was one of the things I found to be just incredibly negative is the rampant degree inflation that we've had just all over the world. So jobs that don't require a bachelor's degree, having the job rec, bachelor's degree required. And why did they do that? I think it's just to make life easier for the hiring managers, right? And so one of the things I'm wondering is, as work moves to be remote, as we can start to actually provide evidence of what people can do you think there's the potential to kind of get some kind of credentialing going that doesn't depend on the degree? In other words, does the degree become less important as a gating factor to finding the talent that we need in this kind of post-pandemic world?
Again, we don't know post-pandemic world, but
No,
the answer is clearly yes. In the process of bringing people into an organization, I'm getting the sun stuff, which is frustrating. I wish Luke was here. In the process of bringing people, we know the steps, and the steps are going to always adapt. One, you've got to set the right standards. What do we need in terms of skills, both technical and social? And we know from all the research that the cultural social standard is more important. Second, we have to source the talent. Where does it come from? Full-time, part-time? And I said earlier, technology is now one of the enablers. Third, we have to screen that talent. How do we make sure that that person actually has the behaviors and the experience? And Peter Drucker used to say, if you could hit 333 with hiring, you'd be a success. It's hard, but we have to screen. Then we have to orient that talent, and then we have to make sure that they bring themselves in. I think those steps are less dependent on degrees and more dependent, and the standard is not, do you have a degree? The standard is, do you have a competence? So we see that in high tech, the Microsoft certification. We see some companies building that, degreed, and some of the other companies building a set of assessments. But you've still got to be real careful. There is a standard. There are a set of technical and cultural fits. There is a sourcing problem and challenge. How do we find it? Actually, we've all found that the best source of new talent is not a university. It's not Columbia or Michigan or Harvard. The best source
my heart.
Yeah, the best source of new talent is your current talent. And so that referral hiring, as long as you navigate the diversity that's so critical, and how do you help that current talent source future talent? Then you got to screen people, give them pilots, give them experiments. Then you got to orient them, and then you got to get them to productivity as quick as they can. So those steps are the same. In fact, I get interested, and I hope it's not just because I'm older and defensive. Oh, it's all new. No, the fundamental processes are the same. But there's new ways of doing that through technology and through the research and other work we've done.